Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore trees. Dream a little dream of me. Say nighty night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you'll miss me while I'm alone and blue as can be. Dream a little dream of me. Thank you. You're too kind. That's all from me tonight, folks. Jimmy will keep the music going for you. You stayed for the whole set. Mind if I sit? Thanks. Most people come down here for atmosphere, you know. Background music while they nurse overpriced bourbon and pretend they're in a Bogart film. But you actually listened. I could tell. This one's on the house. You look like a whiskey guy. Are you a whiskey guy? Good. I'm Ella, by the way. And before you ask, yes, that's my real name. My mother had delusions of glamour. Thought if she named me something vintage, I'd turn out elegant instead of... well... here I am. So, what brought you down those stairs, sweetheart? I saw you hesitate at the top. Most people either come right down or keep walking, but you stopped. I could see your shoes on the stairs right there. You stood there for a whole verse before you, finally came down. So what was it? Curiosity? Boredom? Or did you just like what you heard? It's okay, you don't have to answer. Just making conversation. It's been a long night, and, well, you're better company than most of the regulars. At least you haven't tried requesting New York yet, small mercies. You seem young. Early 20s? Mid? Don't worry, it's not an insult. Youth looks good on you. Better than this place looks on me, that's for damn sure. Can I ask you something? And I want you to be honest with me because I've had enough bullshit tonight to last me through next week. What made you come down here? Really? A guy your age on a Saturday night? Shouldn't you be somewhere with better lighting and worse music? Somewhere where people don't remember when vinyl was the only option? I'm serious. Look around. I mean, the place is beautiful, don't get me wrong, but it's not exactly jumping. I get the jazz nerds, the older couples on date nights, the occasional wanderer like you. But mostly it's people my age trying to pretend we're not all getting older by the minute. So why are you here? My voice. You came down because of my voice. Well, that's sweet of you to say, honey. Genuinely, I don't get that much anymore. Compliments, I mean. At least not the kind that feel real. You want to know something funny? I don't usually perform. Haven't been on that stage in, God, maybe 6 months? More? Our regular girl, Diane, sweetheart of a woman, voice like honey. She called in sick this afternoon. Bronchial infection. Sounded like she'd been gargling gravel. So, I dusted off the old set list and figured, what the hell? Saturday night, we've got a crowd, and I still remember most of the words. Muscle memory, you know? Your body doesn't forget, even when your brain tries to. Which means, if you'd walked by here any other Saturday for the past half year, you wouldn't have heard me at all. You would have just kept walking. Never would have come down those stairs. We wouldn't be sitting here right now. Funny how things work out sometimes. Or don't work out, depending on your perspective. Sorry, I'm being maudlin. Occupational hazard of spending too much time in dimly lit bars. You start thinking everything is symbolic. The drinks, the music, the random beautiful strangers who wander in off the streets. Yes, I called you beautiful. Don't look so surprised. You've got a mirror at home, I assume. Those eyes alone could get you in trouble. Relax, sweetheart, I'm teasing you. You're sweet. That's, it's refreshing, actually. Most guys who come in here, they've got their lines all polished. Know exactly what to say, how to lean in, when to touch my hand. It's a dance and everyone knows the steps. But you're just sitting there looking at me like I'm, I don't know, something worth looking at. It's been a while since someone looked at me like that. So, tell me about you. What do you do when you're not haunting jazz bars and making the entertainment feel self-conscious? And you like it? That's good. That's really good. Too many people spend their 20s doing things they hate because they think they're supposed to. Life's too short for the supposed tos. God, listen to me, dispensing wisdom like I've got it all figured out. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here on a Saturday night in a basement bar I can't seem to leave even when I'm not working. Oh, did I not mention that? Yeah, this is my place. Well, mine and the bank's, but we have an understanding. I bought it about 8 years ago when the previous owner retired to Florida. Thought I'd just invest, hire someone else to manage it, keep singing on the weekends. But, turns out I'm terrible at letting other people run things. Control issues, my therapist says. I prefer, quote, high standards. So, here I am. Owner, manager, occasional entertainment, and, apparently bartender when Marcus needs a smoke break. It's glamorous, truly. Everything I dreamed of when I was your age. Oh, but don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining, really. I love this place. These walls, this music, the smell of old wood and good whiskey. It gets in your blood after a while. Or maybe I've just been here so long I've forgotten what fresh air smells like. The funny thing is, I didn't plan for any of this. When I was younger, at your age actually, I had this whole other life mapped out. I was gonna move to New York, get discovered, make records, tour the world. All the dreams you're supposed to have when you've got a decent voice and more ambition than sense. I even went. to New York. Spent 3 years there singing in dives that made this place look like Carnegie Hall. Sleeping on couches, eating ramen, going to auditions where they take one look at me and say, next. It's a young person's game, that world. And I was young, but not young enough. Not thin enough, not blonde enough, not whatever enough they were looking for that particular season. So, I came home. Tail between my legs. Dreams thoroughly trampled. And, I stumbled into a gig here. This place used to be called something else, something pretentious I can't even remember now. The old owner, Eddie, he took pity on me. Let me sing Friday and Saturday nights for tips and rail drinks. I thought it was temporary. A pit stop before I figured out my real life. But then Eddie's health started going, and he offered to sell me the place for a price I couldn't refuse, and suddenly I had roots. Deep ones. 22-year-old me would be horrified. She'd look at me now and think I settled. Gave up. But the truth is, honey, I'm happy. Most days, anyway. This place is mine. This music is mine. Nobody tells me what to sing or how to sing it. That's worth more than some fantasy about seeing my name in lights ever was. Sorry, you didn't ask for my life story. I don't usually talk this much. Something about you, though, makes me want to. You're a good listener. Are you always this quiet, or am I just intimidating? I'm kidding, I know I'm talking up for the both of us. My ex used to say I could have entire conversations with myself and never notice the other person left the room. He wasn't wrong, but he was boring. So the feeling was mutual. You're not boring, though. You've got this stillness about you. Like you actually think before you speak. That's rare. Most people just fill the air with noise because they're afraid of silence. Are you? Afraid of silence, I mean. No. Yeah, I didn't think so. You're comfortable with it. I can tell. An older woman's intuition or some shit like that. Me. I used to hate it. Silence meant I wasn't performing, wasn't being seen, wasn't, mattering. But, I've made my peace with it over the years. Some nights I close up the bar and I just sit here in the dark for a while. Listen to the buildings settle, the pipes, the distant sound of the city above. Yeah, it is peaceful. Lonely sometimes, but peaceful. Is that depressing? God, I'm making myself sound like a hermit. I do have a life outside of this place. I swear, I have friends. I go to brunch. I pretend to understand podcasts people recommend to me, I'm just, selective about who I spend my time with. I mean, when you own a bar, everyone wants to be your friend. Everyone wants to tell you about their problems, get free drinks, pitch you their terrible band. And, you learn to guard your off hours like a dragon guards gold. But tonight felt a little different. When I was up there singing and I saw you come down those stairs, I don't know. You had this, look on your face. Like you just discovered something you didn't know you were looking for. And, I have to be honest. When our eyes met during that last song, you remember the slow one, I felt something I hadn't felt in a long time. That little, electric charge. You know, that moment of recognition when you think, oh, there you are. Which is, probably just the dim lighting and the whiskey talking. But still, I felt it. Did you feel it? Yeah. Yeah, I thought maybe you might have. That's dangerous, you know. That kind of recognition. It makes you want things, hope for things, and hope is a tricky bastard. Gets you every time. But you didn't come here to listen to me philosophize about hope and loneliness, did you? You came here for the music. Did you have a favorite? From the set, I mean. Fly Me to the Moon, huh? Yeah, that's one of my favorites too. It's sweet, but also, I don't know, it's kind of weirdly a bit of a heartbreaker, isn't it? All the best songs are. Happy songs are fine for weddings and car commercials, but the sad ones, the bittersweet ones anyways, those are the ones that really stick to your ribs. You know, the ones you carry around. My mother used to sing that song. Not professionally, just, you know, around the house. She had a pretty voice. And nothing special, but she loved to sing. Used to embarrass the hell out of me when I was a teenager. I'd have friends over and she'd be in the kitchen belting out Billie Holiday like she was performing at the Apollo. I'd give anything to hear her sing it now. She passed about 5 years ago. Cancer. It was, quick, which I guess is a mercy, but it still felt like getting hit by a train. The first time I sang that song after she died, I couldn't get through it. I just stood on that stage and cried like an idiot in front of a room full of strangers. Eddie had to come up and finish the set for me. But I can do it now. It still hurts in that good way that grief does after enough time passes. Like pressing on a bruise just to make sure you're still alive. Sorry, I'm getting dark again. Must be past my bedtime. Ooh, turned into a maudlin mess after midnight. You are ridiculously easy to talk to. You know? Too easy. I don't usually tell strangers about my dead mother and my failed dreams within an hour of meeting them. God, you must think I'm a disaster. No? Well, you are either very kind or very delusional. Either way, I appreciate it. Can I ask you something personal? And you can tell me to mind my own business if you want. I won't be offended. Well, maybe a little, but I'll hide it well. Okay, so my question was, what are you looking for? In life, I mean. Not in some grand existential sense, you know, though we can go there if you want, but right now, tonight, this moment, what made you walk into a stranger's bar and sit here with me instead of going home? Connection. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. It's hard to find, isn't it? real connection. Everyone's so busy performing their best selves, curating their lives, presenting the highlight reel. You never see anyone's messy parts on Instagram or TikTok or whatever. The parts that are scared or sad or just tired. But, those are the parts that matter. The parts that make us human. And I think that's why I love this place so much. Music. Jazz, especially. It's all about the vulnerability, the raw emotion. You can't fake it, not really. The audience knows. They always know. And tonight when I was singing, I wasn't trying to impress anyone. I was just singing. For myself, mostly. Because it felt good. Because it'd been too long and I forgot how much I missed it. But then I looked up and you were there. And suddenly I wasn't singing for myself anymore. I was singing for you. Is that strange? That probably sounds strange. Weirdly, though, it felt like you understood what I was trying to say. Not just with the words, but underneath them. The feeling. The ache. Most people don't listen that deeply. They hear the notes and the melody, and that's enough. But you were listening to everything. I could feel it. So that's why I came over here. I had to know who you were. What kind of person listens like that? And now I know. You're the dangerous kind. The kind that makes me want to keep talking, keep sharing, keep peeling back layers I usually keep locked down tight. You've got good taste, sweetheart. In music, anyway. The jury's still out on your taste in women. Here you are on a Saturday night, talking with a woman who just spent the last hour talking your ear off about, her dead mother and broken dreams. Are you sure you want to spend your evening with a hag like me? Surely there are girls closer to your age. Pretty young things without crow's feet and baggage. I'm serious. What are you doing here? With me? You mean that? You actually mean that? Christ. Okay, look. I'm gonna be straight with you because I am too old and too tired to play games. I've been doing this a long time. The bar, the performing, the whole dance and song, and I've met a lot of people, a lot of men specifically, who come in here with smooth lines and smoother intentions. And I always know what they want. It's easy to read. It's predictable. And honestly, it's boring as hell. But you? I don't know what to do with you. You look at me like I'm not a conquest or a fantasy or a story you're gonna tell your friends. You look at me like I'm just a person. A person you want to know. That scares me a little. Because what if I let you in and you see all the messy, complicated, damaged parts? what if you decide it's too much? What if I'm too much? I've been told that before. Too intense, too emotional, too complicated. One of my exes used to say I lived at extremes, either all the way in or all the way out, no middle ground. He wasn't wrong. I don't do things halfway. Never have. It's a blessing and a curse. But sitting here with you tonight, I can, feel myself wanting to dive in. To take the risk. To see where this goes. Oh, Marcus is giving me that look. The one who says he wants to lock up and go home to his wife and kids. I should let him. It's late and we both have lives outside these walls. Allegedly. So, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to give you my number. And you're going to call me. Not text. Actually call. Like a human being. And we're going to get dinner. Somewhere with actual lighting so I can see if you're as pretty as I think you are. Or if it's just the ambiance doing the heavy lifting. And before you get any ideas, I need you to understand something. I am not so desperate to jump a guy within an hour of meeting him. Even if he is as cute as you are. But I am interested enough to want a second conversation. A longer one. One where I'm not half exhausted from singing and you're not half hypnotized by jazz bar lighting. One where we can actually get to know each other. Figure out if this is real or just a beautiful accident. There. That's my personal cell. Not the bar line. Just... don't make me regret this, honey. I'm not good at regret. Had my fill already. Saturday nights are my nights off, by the way. Just so you know. In case you're wondering when to call. Come on. I'll walk you out. Marcus is practically vibrating with impatience back there, and if I don't let him go home soon to his wife, she's gonna ban me from their Christmas party. Again. I wasn't supposed to sing tonight. And you weren't supposed to walk by. And we definitely weren't supposed to sit here for the better part of an hour talking like old friends. But I'm glad we did. All of it. Go home. Get some sleep. Call me when you've had time to think about whether you actually want to have dinner with a jaded bar owner who talks too much and has more baggage than an airport carousel, or if this was just a nice moment you'd rather leave perfect and untouched. No pressure. I hope you do call. But I'll understand if you don't. Sometimes the fantasy is better than the reality, and I won't hold it against you if you decide to keep this memory exactly as it is. But if you do call, I promise I'll make it worth your while. Good night, sweetheart. Thanks for listening. To the music and to me.